everybody, hope you are good. Today we will be learning part 2 of the story of Moses. Last week when we learned about Moses, we learned about how the Pharaoh let the slaves go. He wanted to let them go because he felt like if they stayed in Egypt, everybody will die. So the Hebrews gathered up their things and went on the journey to the promised land. God led Moses and the Hebrews with cloud by day and fire by night. But when they were about to camp in front of the Red Sea, Pharaoh decided that he wanted to come and take them back. He wanted to take them back because he saw that without them, Egypt wasn't thriving. So when this happened, the Hebrews thought that they were going to die. So they started to doubt. They were like, well, it would have been better for us to stay in Egypt and serve Pharaoh than to come in the wilderness and die. But Moses calmed them down and said, "Fear not, for the Lord is with us." When the Egyptians started to gain on them, God told Moses to lift up his staff, stretch out his hand over the water, and divide it. And Moses did this. And once he did this, he got everybody across safely. Now, when the Egyptians saw that God was fighting for the Hebrews, they wanted to run away, but they were way too late. The sea turned over, covered them, and they died. When the Hebrews saw this, they rejoiced and praised the Lord. Now, when the Hebrews were continuing on with their journey, they started to complain. They complained that they were thirsty, they were hungry, they were tired. So God, who was caring, he sent down food for them, and he sent down water for them to drink. Later on, God sent Moses the 10 Commandments, which are 1. You shall have no other gods before me. 2. You shall have no idols. The third one is not to use God's name in vain. The fourth one is that we should keep the Sabbath day holy. And the fifth one was that we should honor our mother and our father. The sixth one is that we shouldn't murder. The seventh one is that we shouldn't commit adultery. And the eighth one is that we shouldn't steal. The ninth one is that we shouldn't lie on our neighbor. And the 10th one is that we shouldn't covet. These were the rules that God gave us so that we can follow them. But Moses saw that the Hebrews broke all of them and that they weren't listening. So he destroyed them. But it's okay, because God made another set. Now, even though this was part 2 of the story of Moses, his story is way longer than this, to the point where there are actually 4 other books in the Bible that talk about him. But, spoiler alert, the generation that Moses took out of Egypt didn't even get to the promised land. Not even Moses got to the promised land. It took 40 years for other generations to get to the promised land, which Joshua led them to. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed part 2 of the story of Moses. Now, if you didn't get to enjoy part 1 of his story, then the link will be somewhere on the screen, and you can go tap it and watch it. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you share, you are also spreading the gospel. Next week, we'll be learning about Daniel. I hope you guys have a good week, and I will see you next time.